Hey guys, it's Tarkhis from TarkhisGaming. Today I'm just going to give you a quick Nether Wart farm tutorial for the Overworld. All you have to do is press the button and the water will automatically harvest all of the Nether Wart, and it will slowly, using the currents, bring the Nether Wart to the middle. Once it's collected up, you can turn around and press the button again, and the water sources will be sucked up by the dispensers, and then from the middle here you can replant all of your Nether Wart. Once you have all the Nether Wart replanted, then you'll be able to run down to the side and there'll be a trench underneath here where all the Nether Wart would have gathered after you harvested it, so you can just run down here and grab it. Now to build the farm, you're going to want to start by building a 4x8 area, and this is going to be where the Nether Wart will be planted. You're going to want 2 of these, one on each side of the pathway. This is for the maximum yield. I did some math, and the best way to have it 4x8, because this will give you 32 Nether Wart per side, and this is compared to 30 from most other layouts. It is possible to get higher yields from this farm, but this is the highest yield that you can get possible from only having 2 source blocks of water for each side. Obviously you're going to have to build this base here out of soul sand because that's what Nether Wart needs to grow, but you are free to use any block you want for the walls of the farm. Once you finish laying out the soul sand for your Nether Wart to grow, you're going to want to go ahead and start placing your other block. So you're going to want to start by placing 3 up on the end here and building the center pathway. This is going to be where the player stands during the harvest and replanting. In the middle, there's going to be 2 blocks you want to remove and replace with upside down half slabs. As of 1.3, you can now just do this by clicking on the top of the side block, and you don't actually need to place one on top. Now you're going to want to build the side walls, leaving a space in the corners for the dispensers to be placed. So you're going to want to go ahead and build the walls all the way around. Now you're going to want to go ahead and place a dispenser in each of the 4 corners. Your other option would be to use pistons holding back a water source. However, keep in mind if you're using pistons, you're going to want to place the water source a block higher so that it's falling. That way it will still spread the 7 blocks rather than having it at the same level of the soul sand and wasting those 2 blocks of spreading. Now you're going to want to go ahead and place a button on the block that is 2 above the pathway. You want to place a block directly behind this for your redstone, and then a line of blocks for your redstone dust to be laid out on. You're going to want to make sure that these are directly behind the dispenser so that it will power the dispenser. And then you're going to want the pathway to go all the way down the side so that it can also connect to the dispensers at the other end. Make sure you're using the side of your blocks to place your new blocks, because clicking on the side of a dispenser will cause you to open the dispenser. Now that you have the blocks laid out, you're going to want to use the redstone. Lay a line of redstone all the way along this end and have it go 1 block around the corner. Then you're going to want to place a repeater. This repeater is just to extend the length of the line, because without it, the redstone power will not reach the entire length of the side. So once you have that, you're going to want to lead these down and connect them directly to the side of your pistons at the other end. With the redstone placed, you're now basically done the Nether Wart farm. All you have left to do is to grab some water buckets and place these 4 water buckets inside each of the dispensers. Once you have these water buckets inside the dispenser, pressing the button will power the dispenser, which will either place a water source block directly in front of the dispenser or absorb any water source blocks that are directly in front of it. So now all you have left to do now is to test it. So press the button and the water all flows to the center and it's all working. Now planting the Nether Wart and then waiting for it to grow and harvesting it is all up to you. I've also left you the freedom to design your own look. As you can tell, I haven't put a roof on or anything. That's all up to you. If this helped, please thumb up. If it really helped, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.